Crypto gaming is probably the most obvious play of this cycle. Now, as we're approaching Bitcoin halving, this is probably the last time that you're going to have an easy opportunity to make 10, 20, and in some instances, 100x returns. It's real. I've made them in the past. I'm going to make them again this cycle, hopefully from some of the coins that I'm going to show you in this episode. My name is Tyrell, and over the past 5 years, I've made money online from different hustles and invested the profits into cryptocurrency. And in this video, I'm going to show you the best crypto gaming altcoins. So without further ado, let's have a look at the total market cap of crypto gaming and trading volume at the time of recording this video in February. The total market cap is about $18 billion and the trading volume is about $1 billion, risen by about 30%. As you can see, crypto gaming is pretty much always trending, with some of the leading projects being Multiverse X, Sandbox, Axie Infinity, and more. Now, if you want to find some of these projects and you're brand new, I recommend first of all checking out coinmarketcap.com, going ahead and clicking gaming and having a look at some of these projects yourself. If you're also brand new, I have also created some free courses and free materials. In fact, I've got a 5-hour free course for complete beginners down below. It's going to show you how to invest into crypto, what is crypto, how to stay safe and not get scammed, and much more. So let's have a look at the first project. The first project is Sandbox. Now, if you're unaware of Sandbox, what Sandbox is it's a game. It's very similar to Roblox. If you guys ever played Roblox, where the kids play it nowadays, where you can build your own land and you can do loads of cool stuff. Well, this is crypto Roblox. Now, Sandbox had an amazing cycle last time and it got to about a $6.2 billion market cap. Now, I think it's going to get there again. Okay, obviously the market cap has slightly increased with the fact that there's tokens distributing and the vesting periods are all starting to come out now. However, it's just getting started. Okay, when you look at technology and you look at price does not have to relate to the technology, my friend. This is not a stock. Okay, this is a crypto degen coin. And right now, the funny part is that the tech is actually catching up with the price, which is very interesting. You don't usually see that in crypto. And now I think that this could have some explosive gains. Okay, so Sandbox is actually number one on my portfolio. Okay, number two is ApeCoin. Now, ApeCoin, as you can see, again, constant descent, and the reason for this was actually a airdrop. So if you guys have ever heard about airdrops, this cycle you might have seen the Jup airdrop, or you might have seen other airdrops on and in around Solana. Okay, this was a very similar one. All people who held the mutant apes, and I think the people that held the bored apes, I'm not too sure about bored apes, but I know for a fact mutant apes because I had some. All mutant apes received ApeCoin, and what happened is they all sold. In fact, they made thousands in some instances and hundreds of thousands, if you had a few dollars, of ApeCoin itself, and obviously they sold, and then we had a bear market. Now, ApeCoin itself, they are creating new and innovative things in the space, and they are backed by Nakamoto Brands, which is a very big institution, and obviously they are partnered with Bored Apes. So my play for this is very simple. Once NFTs start popping, once Bored Apes start popping and the Bored Ape people start making money, where they were going to put their money again back into Ape, and this thing is just going to go completely vertical this cycle. Okay, the next one, Nakamoto Games. You might have seen Nakamoto Games on my 100k portfolio challenge, where we aim to take 100k into $2 million this cycle, and Nakamoto Games has already done well over a 10x in that portfolio. I was a private investor into Nakamoto Games. We already made 30x. In fact, if you do want to know how to get into private sales and stuff like that, join the Telegram down below. We're currently raising for a DAO where you can get involved and get into things like this. But Nakamoto Games is not finished. In fact, they are almost fully distributed right now. They are getting thousands of users, and also they are partnered with Telegram as well. So you can play Nakamoto Games on Telegram. And as you start to see real people come into the space, because right now it's just crypto people here. In fact, I was at the gym the other day, and I was in the gym, and the guy was like, "Oh, what do you do to live here? What do you do to live in Thailand?" And I said, "Well, I do crypto." He was like, "I thought that thing was over. Like, isn't that the thing that was going off a few years ago? Like, doesn't nobody do it anymore?" I said, "Yeah, they don't. I do." And he was like, "Yeah, no wonder, right? That means there's more money for you." I was like, at that moment when that happened, I knew that we're so early. We're so early. Okay, so there isn't any people that are sat down playing Nakamoto Games 24/7 making real money. There isn't people on YouTube. Streamers ain't playing this thing. So we are still very early for Nakamoto Games. Where do I see Nakamoto Games? Again, another 5 or 10x from here. It sounded crazy when I said 10x, when it was at a $10 million market cap. Now it's a $100 million market cap, and this thing is going to continue running. Okay, the next token is Star Atlas. Now, if you do not know about Star Atlas, last cycle, this was one of those things that flew. This was a launchpad project, okay? You've probably seen my video about launchpads. When I spoke about launchpads and I speak about 100x's, this is like the legendary 100x which happened, okay? And it got absolutely wrecked. 95.68% down from all-time high. It's been bombarded, okay? But again, projects are not a reflection of the price, okay? It takes so long for people to understand this, that it's not a stock. Doesn't matter if the company's making revenue, if they don't have buybacks and burns like paid network from the revenue that they're making into the token, the revenue and the user base of the project isn't going to reflect in the price of the thing, okay? It's completely different. This isn't a equity investment, this is a token investment, okay? And again, the game is almost ready. Okay, the alpha is almost ready, the tech's doing great, the team is continuing to build, and the price, in my opinion, does not reflect the value of this thing. This thing can, I think this thing can run to at least a $500 million market cap, okay? In peak Bullrun when everything else is in whatever $1 billion market caps, okay? This thing, I think, is going to do very, very well. And not only am I going to be buying this token, I'm also going to be buying the token that is in this ecosystem that nobody else is talking about as well, which you're going to see later on in the episode. Now, next token, another coin which has done a 10x since we started speaking about this, right? Myria Games, I've been an advocate of Myria Games. I spoke about Myria like 4 or 5 months ago now. I spoke about it when they released the nodes. I was a private investor into Myria Games as well, and I've been an advocate for Myria Games ever since it started. In fact, I was buying this token on market. I didn't want to promote it. I didn't want to be like, buy it just in case it was a risk, and I didn't have full conviction, I'll be honest, but it did another 10x, okay? Another project which is a 10x since we've been speaking about it. Now, where do I see Myria Games going? Exactly the same, okay? When we look at, like, if we go back and we look at the total market cap of this thing, okay? The total market cap of gaming is tiny in comparison. The world of gaming is a multi-billion dollar industry. The world of crypto gaming should be very, very similar, if not more. In fact, if you've seen these Apple goggles right now, you can probably see that we're entering into a very, very weird dystopian future. That means these things are going to start to become not billion-dollar industries, but trillion-dollar industries. And I think that crypto gaming has the potential to do very, very similar, if not this cycle, then next cycle, okay? And I feel like Myria Games, with the fact that they are a gaming studio, they integrate other things, so they're not competing, they're creating. They're looking to integrate and partner with other businesses. They have that L1 effect. Now, if you don't know what L1 effect is, go on CoinMarketCap, look at categories, click L1, click down, and look at the fact that they've all pumped this cycle, including Myria Games. I think there's a reason for that, and I think that Myria Games is going to perform very, very, very well this cycle. In fact, not only am I buying more nodes, not only am I buying the token, so I sold a lot of the token on this pump, I'm also going to take a leverage trade on Myria Games as well. If you want to see how that trade goes on, I think I'll just record it and post it on YouTube as well. Now, next, you see Star Atlas, okay? So, Star Atlas, you've seen that we spoke about the DAO token, okay? Star Atlas, the token is the thing which is a lot bigger, okay? And then you have Star Atlas DAO, okay? So I actually mixed it up. The DAO is the coin which nobody is looking at right now, which is the one that I am buying. And I'm also going to be buying the main Star Atlas token as well. Star Atlas token is the one that is involved inside the game, and Star Atlas DAO is the one which nobody is talking about, which I'm also buying as well, okay? Very similar story, okay? Down 95.67% under the bloody, under the bus, okay? But the main thing I want you to have a look at and actually keep an eye on here is the market cap. The market cap has increased significantly compared to the token, and that is because of distributions, okay? This is why I always say, get your launch pads in, join DAO groups, which you can find in the link below, and start getting involved in private sales, because private sale investors are the people that which get distributed tokens and get in early, you know, and get pumps like this. Now, we're not going to make a 100x on Star Atlas, for example. This will be one of those things where it's like 5, 10, maybe even a 20x, but it's absolutely amazing to make those types of gains this cycle. And again, I think this is going to perform very well, even from this price. I'm still very, very confident in Star Atlas, and I feel like it's going to perform very, very well. Next one, Sidus. Now, Sidus have started a launchpad. I haven't looked into it too much. If you're involved in it, let me know down below. But if they do launch this launchpad, okay, this is going to get funky, okay, because gaming launchpads is something which I'm very bullish on, and allowing people to get access to games, because we know not just is it these projects that are already out, okay, but it's the new projects, the new hot thing, which is what people are going to be bullish on. If Sidus release a launchpad and you have to stake this Sidus token to get involved in the launchpad, and they start launching other games on the launchpad, it's going to get silly, okay? Right now, Sidus is only a $45 million market cap. Okay, our all-time high in terms of the token value, it was 19 cents. Do I think we'll get to all-time high? I don't know. There has been times where these initial pumps, and then you have the complete wrecked, and then the bull market comes and it absolutely dwarfs the past all-time high, as you've probably seen with some of the other projects out there. I don't think it's going to get that far. I feel like it will at least get to 10 cents. So 10 cents is still massive, right? Absolutely massive. We're 0.00048 right now. So I don't want to do the quick maths on that. I mess it up, but you do the maths on that. That's a lot of returns. Okay, so again, Sidus, very, very bullish on Sidus. I feel like people are sleeping on Sidus, but that Sidus start at this combination in a gaming portfolio along with a bit of a Myria nodes. OP. Okay, OP again. Okay, next, Senate. Senate is very similar to the DAO option. Okay, so when you're seeing, I went through the Star Atlas and then the Star Atlas DAO. Senate is very similar. Senate is the token underneath Sidus, and what Senate allows you to do is it's basically just a smaller market cap version of Sidus. Okay, to put it very simply. And again, this is one of the things that I'm looking at getting involved in. Okay, right now it's been wrecked. It hasn't really got that much utility. If you want me to be completely honest with you, I don't think this has enough utility in the ecosystem. But again, if the mothership token pumps, this one's going to go as well, right? It's very similar to the reason why I'm bullish on Nakamoto Games Nakaland, because Nakamoto Games has performed so well, which means they've been market making the token, they've got money now, and what do they do when they sit back on the money? They go, right, let's build out the ecosystem. Let's build out the ecosystem. Let's get all of the tokens which we produce to start making money. One of them is going to be Nakamoto Games, Nakaland, and exactly when Sidus starts pumping, the next thing is going to be Senate. Okay, and that's the reason why I'm involved in it, because again, Senate, $60 million market cap, Sidus, $45 million market cap. Okay, now next we have Synverse. Now Synverse, I actually met with the team in Synverse in Dubai a few years ago actually, and I've always liked these guys. I'm a private cell investor with these guys as well. Okay, investing to these guys through launch pads like Paid Network, which you can find in my Paid Network video. I went through launch pads and they pumped 5x. Again, Synverse, very bullish on Sin City, very bullish on Synverse. I feel like these guys will perform very, very well, and still only a $4.5 million market cap. If you look at all the other market caps of the past projects I went through, I've worked backwards. I've gone from larger market caps to smaller market caps, and Synverse is only a $4 million market cap. These are the ones which go fully vertical and 10x. It's the ones which I put a bit of money in, which I'm like, you know what, I'll just leave it there. I'm not trying to actively trade it. I'm not trying to flip it and take profit. I'm just going to leave it. I'll come back to this in 2 years. This is the type of token I like for Synverse. Okay, next one, Pmon, very similar play. It's just a small market cap coin. They actually released their game, so these guys have been developing. They was way overhyped. It was about like $32 when it first came out, because it launched on, I think it launched on Poker Starter. Remind me, I think it did launch a Poker Starter. This was one that was like way overhyped. Okay, it's when they was doing that old school game where you could go around and you could find Pokemon, right? You could catch them with your thing, and that was flying at the time. I think I was even playing that game. I was running around Nottingham. I was walking around Radford trying to catch a Pokemon, trying to catch a blue Pikachu on Radford Road. You know what I mean? Like that's what the game had you doing at that time. And Pmon was obviously catching on the hype of that. It went fully vertical. It was way overvalued. They didn't develop nothing. They didn't do a good job. It got wrecked, but guess what? They made it out of the bear market, and they finally have started to release products. They released the beta version of the game. Soon they'll be releasing the alpha version of the game. And again, it's only a $1 million market cap. So when we look at the network and we go, okay, gaming industry, probably going to be a multi-billion dollar industry. Pmon, $1 million market cap. Fully vertical. Again, another thing which can really, really send this cycle, okay? Finally, we have Illumia Crowns, another project which I still think is undervalued. It's only a $12 million market cap. This thing has pumped quite significantly, but I've spoken to the team. I do know that they have a lot of things coming, and they are going to be pushing some marketing as well, just like all of these projects. Like every single project in gaming right now, all they're doing is waiting for BTC halving. Think about it. If you're a business owner, why are you going to spend all your money now pushing marketing when nobody is involved? Like no retail investor, right? People at the gym, I'm going to the gym and people are still, thinking that crypto is finished. And you speak to somebody down the road and they're like, you still do that crypto thing? And if they really think that we're all broke, then why are they going to start spending all their money on market? They're not. They're going to wait till BTC halving, and then, Q2, Q3, it's going to get fully sent after BTC's passes all-time high. Okay, and Illumia is probably going to be on that trajectory, right? Okay, so that's all my gaming altcoins. Let me know which ones that you think are going to perform very, very well this cycle. If they are good, I will cover them on the channel. I'm not one of those guys that's like My way is the best. I want to learn from you guys as well. Okay, so let me know. And if you do want to join a community of like-minded people getting involved in crypto and learning about that, you can join the free Telegram group down below, and you can see exactly why I'm doing in this crypto space. Okay, thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you later on. Peace.